UKGovhack is a hackathon and conference hosted over 2 days in April. It is a great opportunity to learn, build and share experiences, particularly around civic tech and government tech and obviously government data. So the conference is hosted on the first day of our 2-day event, and it's a great opportunity for people from across the public sector and for technologists to come in and talk about what they do. It's a great opportunity to share knowledge.
The reason to do this experiment was to try and see if we could attract people who would find a typical hackathon something that they couldn't access. It would be, to allow them to see that actually it's not frightening and you don't need technical skills to come to a hackathon. You can actually pair up with people with the right technical skills. And we've slightly changed our MVP rule to allow for prototype working things so that people with less technical skills or really basic ones could still be enabled to present their ideas. And I think also the challenges this year have allowed that to come to the fore more.
Patient Tracker is a database system used to track patients. However, what makes it different from other patient tracking systems is the fact that we use version control, which is a very common thing in programming, but not very common in the public sector. It is very important because without version control, we can't see the differences between what was written yesterday and what was written today. This will help the average person receiving care because through this they'll be able to see their progress, which means that unlike day-to-day life where you don't feel like you're making much progress, they'll be able to look back on this data and see that they've made tremendous progress.
So the application lets you select your destination, your final destination, and the method of transport you're going to take to get there. And you can then get a code which you can share with anybody you like, and they can then log into a web interface and see where you are. So you don't have to text them, they don't have to call you, and it's much simpler. If you're on something like a bus, a rural bus, or a train, and there isn't a huge amount of real-time journey information for those, but if you crowdsource your data, like with Waze, so Waze for public transport, it's a much more powerful way of getting real-time journey data. And we can do that if we have enough users on board.
This year we ran UKGovhack for the first time, and it allowed us to experiment because we were our own clients. Sponsors had trusted us with some money to run it, and as a result we were able to try something where we hacked our own hackathon. Running a conference stream alongside a hackathon isn't something that's done very often, and we thought that we would give it a try. Not only did we have great talks and great workshops, but we also had great team building opportunities. Some of the hackathon attendees were a bit bemused by the whole idea of not just being able to get on and hack, but hopefully it'll lead to really great outputs at the end of today's judging.